Okay guys, now this is just going to be a shortish video as usual. I just want to clarify some things about the blues, and I want to go over Rafa's trade of yesterday when he was stopped out using the blues, and basically just a few tips about them, and to show you the strength of them basically. Okay, right, so the first thing I want to point out is that people say that they disappear from time to time. They do disappear, right? They are the only signal that does this. Well, basically the only signal that does this, when a candle's imprinted. However, they do not disappear, alright, when they have the help. Now if you look at the GU here, that blue got the help next to it, and that's imprinted. Okay, if you look at the EU here, that blue got the help and that stayed. Okay, same with the UCAD here and the UCAD there, they stayed because they got the help. Alright, so that was the first point I want to make out. They do disappear, obviously. Generally, if you get the help, you shouldn't be trading them unless you get the help anyway, which I'm going to point out in Rafa's trade. Okay, as to trending blues, how do we consider what is a trending blue and what isn't a trending blue? Well, basically there are two types. We have two types of trend. We have the overall trend and the session trend, and that's pretty well highlighted on the GU long terms. You can see here the overall trend is up massively, okay, on the weekly and daily, and the session trend is down. Okay, so basically for me the blues, it depends on how many charts that the blues appear on. As you can see, I'll show you an example of that here. Look, GU blue on the 5 minute there. Is it working? No. There's a blue on the 15 minute chart there. It's not getting any help, so it's not working. That one has got help. It worked a little bit, but it's coming back down again, right? Look on the 1 hour, no blue. 4 hour, no blue. Okay, so that brings me up to Rafa's trade. Now I think Rafa may have got in a bit too early, or he didn't wait for confirmation. I'll show you what I mean. You just had a huge move down on the CAD. Okay, there, and if you correlate it with that, you can quite clearly see here that the wicks come right down here. It's gone straight through the BB band, which would have gone across, but has come down now because of this move. Okay, same on the 4 hour. Look, it went straight through the BB band, but you're getting blues now. You're getting blues on 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, and on the 5 minute. Okay, now here's what I think's happened. Rafa, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what I think's happened. Okay, I think Rafa's seen this 5 minute signal here next to the 5 minute blue. Okay, and he's got in. But what's happened here, if I can just pull in a bit closer, you can see there's wicks on this candle, but there's also wicks on the green candle. So basically what's happened here, if you watch my mouse cursor now, price has gone up and then it's spiked down rapidly and gone back up again, right? So effectively what's happened is price has gone up, and when this candle has spiked back down, I am pretty sure that this red pink here would have disappeared, and I think that's what Rafa was getting at. Okay, again Rafa, you can correct me if I'm wrong, and then it's reappeared afterwards. Now let me explain. Right, this generally when you have a big move down, and you're getting such a good setup. I mean, if you look at the daily on the UCAD, red, pink to the upside, big trend up on the weekly, even though you're dealing with that monster there, which correlates with this. You've hit the orange line there, and you've had this bounce down. Always happens, always, absolutely always happens that, right? But there's now a wick on that little red candle, so it's showing that these signals are still in play, right? Correlate them with that, the 15 and the 5, and you've got your move up. However, after such a big move, right, you often get a sharp bounce back, and then it says, oh no, I'm not ready yet, and it'll spike back down before eventually settling in to its upward move. Okay, so effectively that's, if you watch my mouse again, it's come down, gone up, and then spiked back down, and then said, right, now we can go up. Okay, and I think that's basically what's happened with Rafa. What I can tell you, Rafa, is there are a couple of ways you can alleviate diving in early. That 18 pips there from the top of that green candle on the 5 minute down to the wick, if you'd have had a 20 pip stop loss, then you wouldn't have been out. Okay, so you can use a larger stop loss, or you could, I don't think you waited, if you'd have waited for the 15 minute signal as well with the blue, right, that gives you confirmation, and you can quite clearly see that if you'd have waited for that, it wouldn't have gone down on you, it would have just continued to go up. Okay, I'll show you on the half-an-hour chart later, and this is what's happened. It's just gone up. Okay, now this was a brilliant setup, guys, because this, from the bottom of this wick to the top of this wick here, basically the bottom of these wicks here to the top of the BB band there, the wicks touched to the BB band. That's why the BB band's going across there now, because that's the high. Okay, that's 53 pips. However, if you'd have waited for the confirmation on the 15 minute, that was still a 35 pip move. Okay, so I honestly think that that's what happened. It spiked up, spiked down, that signal's disappeared, and that might have been what took Rafa out. It sounds like that's what he's going on about in the room. Again, Rafa, if it's wrong, just try and correct me. Again, you would have waited for momentum as well. That's the main important thing. That move came to an end there, guys, and well, it was a really decent move from a really decent setup. Alright, guys, that's all I wanted to mention. Again, Rafa, if you'd have waited, these blues, I mean, if you get them on, as I've just shown basically on the GU there, if you get them on just two charts, then they struggle. They struggle unless you're getting big momentum. They struggle. When you get them on, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, and 5 minute, then you've got a big move coming. It's just a matter of waiting for the confirmation signals, which they need. They need the blues. Would I take a trade with 4 blues alone? Possibly. Would I take a trade with a blue here, a blue here, a blue here, and that 5 minute there? Probably. In fact, I would have, I would have been in, but my stop losses are always 20 pips at least anyway, so I wasn't worried about it. With the 15 minute confirmation candle, definitely taking the trade. Blues are that good, guys. Okay, that's all I wanted to mention, just to try and clear some up for Rafa. I'll do the LT video over the weekend, guys. I need to see today's charts first, but this one's just for Rafa. Okay.